All right, great patriots, welcome to another White House press conference. President Trump is set to address the media very soon, so make sure you guys please share the live stream on social media and don't forget to click the thumbs up button. In the chat, let me know if you guys got notified by YouTube. We want to know how many people YouTube notified today compared to yesterday. Quite a bit of notifications went out yesterday. We were very happy about that. YouTube was actually doing their job and being fair. So we want to make sure that they're doing their job and being fair today. So let me know in the chat if you guys got notified by YouTube. Not by us, not by text message. We're talking about just by YouTube right now. We are sending out text notifications right now too. But we do want to know how many patriots actually got notified by YouTube instead of us. If you're not part of our text message notification list, where we send you a notification instead of YouTube, then all you have to do is text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888 to sign up. It's 100% free from our end, and we will send you a notification when we go live for any President Trump rally, speech, press conference, press briefing, 100% of the time compared to YouTube's 10% of the time. All right, so we have quite a few patriots. They said that they are getting notified by YouTube. That's good. They're actually doing their job. Once again, we are sending notifications out through text message right now, so you might receive one if you are already here. So if you can just forward it to somebody else that would want to listen, might want to listen, then send it out to any of your friends or whoever. It will be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to help out Golden State Times, the best way to do it is by sharing the stream on social media. If you share the live stream on Twitter, we'll give you a shout out as a thank you for your help and your support. We also want to give a big thank you to Demiris Dryden. Thank you so much, Demiris, for your help and your support through Super Chat. All of those Super Chats helps us continue live streaming here on YouTube. As you guys can see, there is no ads on this live stream. There's no advertisements anywhere on this live stream. This is an ad-free experience. And this live stream was brought to you by patriots that help us through Super Chat, like Demetrius Dryden, and also to all the patriots in the chat with the Trump hats next to their name. Those are our sponsored. We are not sponsored by huge corporation. We're sponsored by patriots and viewers just like you. All the patriots with the Trump hat next to the name in the chat, those are our sponsors, our members. Thank you so much for your help. All right, folks, so we will be switching to the White House in just a few moments. We'll be switching to the White House in just a few moments, turning on the hot mic and all that good stuff. We're just making some last minute tweaks and turns and, just messing with a couple things here and there. That way you guys can get the hot mic and also the footage from inside the White House press briefing room. So stay tuned here at Golden State Times. That way you get full coverage of everything that is going on. We'd like to welcome a new member. We have Demetrius Dryden. Thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Now, every single time that you type in the chat or in the comment section of the videos, a Trump hat will come up next to your name to let everyone know that you support the free press. Also, make sure you check out our custom emojis. We have some Kayleigh McEnany emojis, President Trump emojis, American flag emojis. Check them out. We're uploading a few new ones in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, folks, for your help and your support through membership and Super Chat. We also like to give a big thank you to Dexter Spalding. Thank you so much, Dexter, for your help and your support through Super Chat. And Dexter says, God bless President Trump. God bless all American patriots. Keep up the good fight. Well, thank you so much once again to Dexter for your help and your support through Super Chat. Because of you, we are able to live stream this event, this White House press conference to patriots all over the country and all over the world. As you guys can see, this video, this live stream is ad-free. This is an ad-free experience at Golden State Times. Thank you so much, folks, and we'll switch over in just a few moments, and we'll also be giving shout-outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Twitter. All right, folks, so I'd like to give a big thank you here to, give me 1 second. We have Patriots here becoming new members and also supporting us through Super Chat. The Voltron 1, thank you so much for your help and your support. Also, April Louise, thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. And we also have Charlotte Martin, thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. You are amazing, and your help is really greatly appreciated. Because of you, we're able to live stream this event to patriots all over the country and all over the world. Now, we're going to be switching over to the White House in just a few moments. We're getting some stuff ready to go. We're making sure that the hot mic is working and everything is running smoothly. So just give us a few more moments. We'll switch over to the White House press briefing room and we'll turn on the hot mic and get the party started. You guys know it's going to be good. So, let me just give some shout outs here to everyone that is sharing the live stream. So we're going to be starting off with Joanna. Thanks so much, Joanna, for your help. Also, Average Jane, thanks so much for for helping us out through Super Chat. We also like to give a big thank you and a welcome to Wally. Thanks so much, Wally Kubin, for your help and your support through membership, becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Now, every single time that you type in the chat or in the comment section of our videos, a Trump hat will come up next to your name to let everyone know that you support the free press. We also like to welcome Patrick Sutter. I hope I said that right. I apologize if I said your name wrong, but thank you so much, Patrick, for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Give me 1 second here, folks. That's what I'm talking about, folks. We're just doing some last minute tweaks here, making sure that everything is running smoothly. So just give us a second here. All right, so should just give me 1 second. Should be good now. All right, should be okay now. All right, so yeah, we're doing some last minute tweaks. We're doing some stuff here in the background, so stay tuned. We're going to be switching over very soon. So Patrick and Wally and also Charlotte, thank you so much for becoming new members, folks. Believing in Golden State Times and supporting the free press. All right, folks, so I'd like to give a big thank you here to, we want to give a big thank you to Dexter Spalding. Thank you so much for your help and your support. And also we'd like to give a big thank you to Remarkably Average Jane. Thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. Those Super Chats and memberships helps us continue live streaming here on YouTube. As you guys can see, there's no ads on this live stream. There's no advertisements anywhere on this live stream. This live stream is an ad-free experience here at Golden State Times. And we'd like to thank all of our members, the Patriots with the Trump hats next to the name in the chat, and also all the Patriots that are helping us out through Super Chat for your help. We'd like to thank you for your help, allowing us to live stream this event to Patriots all over the country and all over the world. If you would like to help out Golden State Times, the best way to do it is by sharing the stream on social media. That's all we ask for, folks. Share the stream, click the thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and you just helped out Golden State Times immensely.
So
All right, folks, I'd like to give a big thank you and a welcome to Helix Fury. Thank you so much, Helix, for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. This live stream is brought to you by the Patriots with the Trump hats next to their name in the chat. They are our sponsors. They are our members. We're not sponsored by huge corporations or big companies or anything like that. We are sponsored by viewers just like you. So all the Patriots in the chat with the Trump hat next to the name, thank you for making this live stream possible today and us being able to cover President Trump live in the middle of this censorship that is going on by YouTube. The reason you guys do not see any ads on this live stream is because we have to take them off. We had to make an executive decision to take off advertisements and ads from this live stream in order to bypass censorship. If we keep ads on, YouTube will censor this live stream. YouTube will shadow ban this live stream. So we had to make the decision to go to basically viewer funded live streams. And we'd like to give a big thank you to all the Patriots in the chat that have the Trump hats next to their name. Because of you, we're able to live stream this event to Patriots all over the country and all over the world. So thank you so much. If you would like to help out Golden State Times, the best way to do it is by sharing the stream, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to the channel if you are new. If you want to get notified for future live streams, all you have to do is text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888. and you'll get notified 100% of the time when we go live, compared to 10% of the time with YouTube. All right, folks, so I think I have footage from inside the White House. We'll switch over and we'll go on from there. We'll be giving shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Twitter. All right, folks, so I'd like to give a big thank you to Spoon Man for your help and your support through Super Chat. Because of you, we're able to live stream this event to patriots all over the country and all over the world. So thanks so much for your help and your support. Also, all the patriots that are helping us out through Super Chat, thanks so much for your help and your support, folks. Because of you, we're able to live stream this President Trump address from the White House press briefing room. So stay tuned. We'll be switching over to the White House right now. All right, folks, so I think this is the perfect time to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Twitter. So we want to give a big thank you to Deplorable Golden for sharing the stream on social media. And we also want to give a big thank you to Kimmy Jones and also World Be Free. Thanks so much for sharing the stream on social media. Tara Woodruff, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Censorship sucks. I know what you mean. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. Deb926, thanks so much for sharing the stream on social media. And we also want to give a big thank you here to Sky Queen for your help and your support through Super Chat. As you guys can see, this live stream is an ad-free experience here at Golden State Times. Thank you so much to Lights On Suns Up for sharing the stream. on social media. We also want to give a big thank you to Deplorable Golden, also to Gulf Coast Granny, to Destiny Fiona, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Native Physics, Michelle Battistone, thank you so much for your continued support. SF Silent No More, which means San Francisco Silent No More, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Average Jane, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Deplorable Cliffy, and also Lars Svensson, thanks so much for sharing the stream. So I'm still checking on the footage from the White House, folks. I don't know why they're taking a little bit longer than they normally do. We'll find out, and then we'll switch over right now. The press conference is set to begin in like 10 minutes. It's set to begin in 10 minutes. So stay tuned here at Golden State Times. So in other words, this is your 10-minute warning. Ready to go here at Golden State Times. Thank you so much to Yarn Lover 67 for sharing the stream. Simone 333, thank you so much for sharing the stream. And we also have Gemini 17. Gemini 17, thanks so much. We have Craig and Audrey sharing the stream on social media. We're going to try to get as many shout outs as we possibly can. Obviously, sometimes, you know, because of different hashtags or whatever, we can't find everyone. But all the Patriots that we're able to find, we'll give some shout outs here. Thank you so much to One Big Life for your support sharing the stream. We also like to give a big thank you here to, oh wait, give me 1 second. Beth K, thank you so much for sharing the stream. And we also have David Montgomery and the Poetic Times. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. We also have Eustacia Shepherd and Taylor Two Drinks the Show. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. Mark Travleen, thank you so much for sharing the stream. And we also have here William Harrison and Jenny Fortner. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. All right, folks. So we will be back on the microphone in just a few moments to give you an update. All right, folks, so we like to give shout outs here to Patriots who are helping us out through Super Chat. And we have Sky Queen. We also have a new member. Welcome, Lori Tidwell. Thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Thank you so much to Pippi. Thank you so much, Pippi, for your help and your support. Also, Clifford Hutchinson. Thanks so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. And we have Susie McFarland. Thank you so much for your emoji super chat. Thank you so much for your help and your support. And I did miss one, Patriots, and I apologize for that. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is running smoothly and that we have some updates from the White House. So if I missed your name, if I missed your super chat, I apologize, but I will make it up to you at the end of this live stream. We want to make sure that we give shout outs to all the Patriots that help us out. Because of you, we are here. If it wasn't for you, we will not be here. So we want to make sure, and we want to be held accountable with you, that we do the right thing, which is give shout outs to all the Patriots that help us as a thank you, and also to make sure that we cover the president fairly and completely, 100% completely. Wherever President Trump goes, whatever he does, wherever he goes to speak or does a Trump rally or travels anywhere in the world, we are there to cover him fairly and completely. That is what we do here at Golden State Times. All right, folks. So we do have footage from inside the White House press briefing room. So just give me a second while I put it up on your screen. Just give me a second while I put it up on your screen, and we'll go on from there. Thank you so much for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. So we do have the White House footage, and we'll be putting it up on your screen right now. Just give us a second here. We're going to check to see if we have the hot mic on. And if the hot mic is not on just yet, it'll be on in just a few moments. Once again, thank you so much for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. And we should go on from there. I think we got it here. Let's see the hot mic. All right, so the hot mic is on. The hot mic is now on. It should start very, very soon. Let me turn off the music. And we'll put it up on your screen. And I think we are good to go. All right, so yeah, we are good to go. The hot mic is on, folks. Let Patriots know in the chat that the hot mic is now on.
Yeah, bring it down a bit.
It's literally at 62 degrees.
55 maybe.
62.
So hot.
Bills, those things are just decoration, man.
Oh, it changed.
This is the picture.
That's where it is.
Bills has got a very
Yeah, let me fix it. It's got its own nest app. Nice try.
Seriously. We should just open the door.
I won't take long, it's 2 minutes of that, it'll be longer.
You want to let some in for a little bit? Yeah, let's let it.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, I wonder if the air is lasting to like.
It was on 62, I just put it up to 66, as high as it would go. Literally 62 degrees in here. 62.
Let's not eat ice cream, I'm here. What about the fences fall out?
Yeah. Break into the system.
Okay, then I sent you that photo. Did you get it?
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I like that.
Did you take any pictures?
You need it? No.
I'll put your camera here.
I could, but they asked me, can you go back? I was like, no, somebody's using my tripod.
Yeah, sure. You're probably tired of your same picture every week.
Not really.
Still hasn't perfected it.
Stop.
Yeah, so next month, a little bit, make it different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do stupid shit like put a camera on the ground down there.
But it's like 5.
I know.
This,
Is that right? Is that 98%?
you know, last time, they didn't even call it.
I know.
You know, after I did all that, after I made all that trouble.
Doug, your camera's a little high. Can you lower it there in the center?
Working on it.
I think it's
I've got
blocking.
an app to do it right
It's
now.
blocking the head off.
Hey,
It's definitely in the way.
it's just an element in the frame now.
Right.
Makes it all look newsy.
That's what you want to call it.
I like it.
Yeah. What?
Hey, is Jay here tonight?
Yeah,
Yes?
he's over in the back.
Oh, I have the video for you, I forgot.
Which video?
I'll come
I'll
over
just
there
send it to him.
later.
Great.
I'll just send him the video.
All right, folks. President Trump should be coming out very, very soon. So make sure you guys share the live stream on social media. Click the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe and click that notification bell. We'd like to give a big thank you to all the Patriots with a Trump hat next to their name in the chat. Their name is in green and there's a Trump hat next to it. Thank you so much, Patriots, for helping us live stream here on YouTube. Because of your contributions through membership and also the Patriots that are contributing through Super Chat, you guys are what makes this possible. We are able to live stream this event because of you. So thank you so much for your help and your support, bringing President Trump's press conference to Patriots all over the country and all over the world. If you like to help out Golden State Times, the best way to do it is by sharing the live stream on social media, clicking the thumbs up button, saying hello in the chat, and subscribing if you are new. Let Patriots know about us. Get Patriots into the chat and enjoy. That's all we ask for, folks. Thank you so much for your help and your support. And we will see you in the chat. President Trump is on his way. I'd like to give a big thank you here to Shade Hope. Thanks so much, Shade Hope, for your help and your support through Super Chat. I'd like to give a big thank you to The Great Awakening. Thanks so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. Thanks so much, Patriots, and also a big thank you to Shade Hope for believing in Golden State Times and supporting the free press.
I don't know. I wouldn't find out. I'm searching for it right now. I think it's Collins the last name.
2-minute warning.
Dude, we should let's go. Keep your questions short and long.
2-minute warning, folks. 2-minute warning. Go get your coffees, your popcorns, your beers, your wine, whatever you need to go get. Get it now. President Trump is on his way. We'd like to give a big thank you to Cheetah Charm, Ambassador of Truth, E. Fogg, and Sean F. Megalodine, and Chip Merkley. Thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. And I'll give more shout outs at the end of the live stream. Here we go, folks. Here we go.
I guess that was a song too.
Thank you very much. Today, my administration has taken a momentous step toward achieving American pharmaceutical independence. Very, very big step. A focus of our campaign to bring America's critical supply chains and medical manufacturing back to the USA. We've been working on this for a long time. This is a core of our strategy to protect our people from the horrible China virus. Should have never happened, should have never been here. They should have stopped it. In the decades before I took office, foreign nations were allowed to freely plunder our factories and loot our industries, take our business out of the United States. Millions of jobs were vacuumed out, just taken out so easily. Our politicians let that happen, and our communities were stripped and shipped in many cases to China and all over the world, countries all over the world. Nearly 4 years ago, we launched a bold effort to revitalize American manufacturing, enact fair trade deals, and bring our industries back home where they belong. When the China virus landed on our shores, it became clearer than ever before that restoring American manufacturing is a core matter of national security. We must never be reliant on a foreign nation for America's medical or other needs, and that includes many other needs. I just want to say that Pfizer just announced a little while ago that they're combining phase 2 and phase 3 trials, and the vaccine looks like it's really heading in a very rapid direction, a very positive direction. First time that's happened, and they're many months ahead of any other trial. There's never been anything like it. So it's the fastest ever, and to me, it's very exciting. Today, I'm proud to announce one of the most important deals in the history of U.S. pharmaceutical industries. My administration has reached a historic agreement with a great American company. You remember this company? It's called, from the good old camera age, the old days, to begin producing critical pharmaceutical ingredients. It's called Kodak. And it's going to be right here in America. So I want to congratulate the people in Kodak. They've been working very hard. Members of my administration are present in Rochester right now, Rochester, New York, good place. And they're trying to finalize this groundbreaking deal, and they will be announcing this deal. I want to thank Governor Andrew Cuomo and his representatives. We've worked really well together on this deal. It's a big deal. It's a great deal, and a great deal for New York and a great deal for Kodak. 90% of all prescriptions written in the United States are for generic drugs. We have approved more generic drugs than any other administration by far. Generic drugs can be just as good as the brand names, but cost much less. Yet in less than 10% of the active pharmaceutical ingredients needed to make these drugs, they're currently manufactured in America. More than 50%, however, are made in India and China. And you'll be seeing a lot of things have happened. It's been happening, but it's happening at a more rapid pace right now. With this new agreement, my administration is using the Defense Production Act to provide a $765 million loan to support the launch of Kodak Pharmaceuticals. It's a great name when you think of it. Such a great name. It was one of the great brands in the world. Then people went digital and Kodak didn't follow. But now under very extraordinary leadership, they are following. And they're doing something that's a different field, and it's a field that they've really hired some of the best people in the world to be taking care of that company and watching that company, watching over it. But it's a breakthrough in bringing pharmaceutical manufacturing back to the United States. Under this contract, our 33rd use of the Defense Production Act. Remember when you were saying, I didn't use it enough, I didn't use it enough? And now you heard it's the 33rd use. We don't talk about it all the time. We used it, and we used it as a little bit of a threat, frankly, with certain companies that weren't doing as we were asking them to do, and it came through as both a threat and a usage. But this is our 33rd use of the Defense Production Act. Kodak will now produce generic active pharmaceutical ingredients, which is a big deal. Using advanced manufacturing techniques, Kodak will also make the key starting materials that are the building blocks for many drugs in a manner that is both cost competitive and environmentally safe. Will be competitive with almost all countries and soon with all countries. Once this new division is fully operational, in addition to all of the other plants that we've opened with other companies throughout the United States recently, it will produce as much as 25% of all active ingredients needed to make generic drugs in the USA. It's a big number, 25%. This agreement will directly create 360 new jobs at Kodak's factory in Rochester. That's just in the initial phase. And in Minneapolis, a place I have gotten to know very well, and it's a great place. And I'm very happy that we're able to help them with the problems that they've had recently. The National Guard, I want to thank the National Guard, both state and beyond. I want to thank them for the incredible job. They went in and they did some beautiful job. They cleaned it up. You didn't hear about the problems anymore. And indirectly, we created thousands more jobs all across our pharmaceutical supply chains. We have now been building a very big pharmaceutical supply chain, not only coming out of China, coming out of other countries also. I want to thank Peter Navarro, Adam Bowler, and Admiral Polovchek for their tremendous work to make this deal possible. Today's action is our latest step to build the greatest medical arsenal in history. We'll be able to do that through the Defense Production Act and other authorities. We have invested more than $3 billion in our nation's industrial base. We've contracted with companies such as Ford, General Motors, Philips, and General Electric to produce more than 200,000 ventilators by the end of this year, nearly 7 times more than we would ever do in a typical year. We've contracted with Honeywell, 3M, O&M, Halyard, Moldex, and Lidl to increase U.S. production of N95 masks, and we've brought it from less than 40 million a month to over 100 million a month by August, and we'll have 160 million in a very short while, 160 million a month. That's many times what we used to do. If you go back 2 years ago, many, many times. We're increasing domestic production of gloves by 1,000%. It's 1,000%. We will be manufacturing 450 million gloves annually by next year. We're finalizing contracts with our textile industry to make gowns in America with American fabric, which makes a lot of our businesses happy that produce the fabric. We have 13 million reusable gowns in the stockpile, and we'll continue to grow that number to 72 million this fall, which is a rapid escalation indeed. We made major investments in new rapid point-of-care tests. So we have, there's nothing like the rapid point where you get your answer in 5 minutes to 15 minutes to maybe 20, 25 minutes at the max. And we're already at about a 50% level, and we're bringing it up very substantially from there. We're growing domestic production from less than 250,000 test kits per month in May to 8 million test kits per month. There is nothing like this that has ever taken place anywhere in the world or close. Through our partnership with Puritan Manufacturing in the state of Maine, great state, we've increased production of test swabs from 30 million per month in June to 56 million per month now. As you remember, I went to Maine. I went to the plant where they do this. It was incredible. It was a great experience. And we'll produce over 100 million swabs per month by January. We've dramatically ramped up production of materials needed for a vaccine and are on track to rapidly produce 100 million doses as soon as a vaccine is approved, which could be very, very soon, and 500 million doses shortly thereafter. So we'll have 500 million doses. And logistically, we're using our military, our great military, a group of people. Their whole life is based around logistics and bringing things to and from locations. And they'll be able to take care of this locationally and bringing it where it has to go very, very quickly. They're all mobilized. It's been fully set up. A very, very talented general is in charge, and when we have that vaccine, it will be discharged and taken care of. It'll be a very, very rapid process all over the country, and perhaps we'll be supplying a lot of the vaccine to other parts of the world like we do with ventilators and other things that we all of a sudden have become very good at making. When the China virus struck our nation, we mobilized the entire government and the private sector to acquire, source, and deliver life-saving supplies. HHS, FEMA, and the private sector combined have coordinated the delivery of more than 196 million N95 respirators, 815 million surgical masks, 20 million gloves, 34 million face shields, and 354 million gowns. That's a lot of gowns. Last week, FEMA completed a second shipment of personal protective equipment to over 15,000 nursing homes in the United States. Our big focus has been on nursing homes and senior citizens. As you know, that's where we want to take care. We have to take care of the most vulnerable, especially if they have a medical difficulty, a medical problem, in particular heart or diabetes, which provided a total of 1.2 million pairs of protective eyewear, 14 million masks, 66 million pairs of gloves, and 13 million gowns. We have replenished the long-neglected national stockpile. In January, the stockpile had 17.9 million N95 masks. Today, the stockpile has over 50 million N95 masks, and we'll be doubling that in a very short period of time, and then doubling that number. We've shipped more than 14,000 ventilators to areas of need across the country, and we've more than 75,000 available to deploy. Not a single American who has needed a ventilator has been denied a ventilator. And if you remember, early on when we were first hit with the virus, ventilators were very hard to come by. And now we're the largest maker anywhere in the world by far, and not only are we fully supplied and stocked, but we're helping other nations because ventilators are hard to build and hard to get. This is just the beginning. In the coming months, we will continue the largest onshoring campaign in American history. We will bring back our jobs, and we will make America the world's premier medical manufacturer and supplier. That's what's happening already. It's been happening now for quite some time. We're seeing improvements across the major metro areas and most hotspots. You can look at large portions of our country. It's corona-free, but we are watching very carefully California, Arizona, Texas, and most of Florida that's starting to head down in the right direction. and I think you'll see it rapidly head down very soon. But if you look, California, Arizona, Texas, and for the most part, most of Florida starting to head down. In the wake of the recent mass gatherings Americans have witnessed in the streets of Portland and Seattle, we are also tracking a significant rise in cases in both metropolitan areas because of what's been going on. And we, as you know, have done an excellent job of watching over Portland and watching our courthouse where they wanted to burn it down. They're anarchists, nothing short of anarchists, agitators. And we have protected it very powerfully. And if we didn't go there, I will tell you, you wouldn't have a courthouse. You'd have a $1 billion burned out building. We're also working aggressively to combat the virus in Native American and Alaska Native communities. Under the CARES Act, we provided $8 billion to address the coronavirus in tribal communities, and we've worked very hard with tribal communities. They're very vulnerable to this horrible plague. That's the largest investment in Indian country in U.S. history. There's never been an investment that big in Indian country. We need every American to help protect our fellow citizens and prevent the spread of the disease. It's critical that younger Americans remember that even though they are at lower risk, and in fact some age groups are at extraordinary low risk themselves, they can unknowingly spread the virus to others who are at higher risk. I ask all Americans, regardless of background or age, to practice social distancing, which people have gotten very used to, but we have to keep doing it. Remain vigilant about hygiene, avoid indoor gatherings and large gatherings, but especially indoor, especially where you have crowded bars, and that you wear a mask whenever appropriate. Through the genius of our scientists, the devotion of our doctors, the skill of our workers, and the dedication of our people, we will achieve victory over the virus and emerge stronger than ever before. We're looking at a very powerful year next year economically. The job numbers are looking outstanding, to put it mildly, set records. The numbers on retail sales came in 2 weeks ago at the highest number in the history of our country. So we look like we're heading to some very, very good economic times. That means jobs. That means stock market. Stock market is already doing very well. It's getting to a point very close to where it was when we had this, when we were hit with the plague. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. Steve, please go ahead.
Could you clarify your acceptance speech for the Republican nomination? Are you physically going to be in Charlotte, or will you give the speech here or somewhere else?
We'll be doing a speech on Thursday, the main speech, the primary speech. Charlotte, they will be doing nominating on Monday. That's a different period, a different thing happening, but they'll be doing nominations on Monday. I speak on Thursday. Okay?
From where?
We'll be announcing it soon.
So you could be going to Charlotte.
Anybody have any ideas? We'll be announcing it very soon.
Mr. President,
Mr. President,
the negotiations are ongoing right now for the next relief measures. Senate Republicans have put forth their plan. Do you support what Senate Republicans have put forward, and are there certain aspects that they have put forward that you don't support?
Yeah, there are actually, and we'll be talking about it. There are, also things that I very much support, but we'll be negotiating. It's sort of semi-irrelevant because the Democrats come with their needs and asks, and the Republicans go with theirs. So we'll be discussing it with Mitch and all of the other people involved. Kevin's been very active, as you know. All of the people involved. Steve Mnuchin's done a great job, keeps everybody together, both Democrat and Republican, and we'll see. We want to do what's best for the people. I want to do what's best for the people. I want to do what's best for the economy, because that means jobs and lots of good things, all right?
What Senate Republicans put forward, sir? What do you make of what Senate Republicans put forward?
Mr. President, 2 questions quickly. First, can you clarify your position on the efficacy of hydroxychloroquine after you retweeted a video making claims that it is effective?
I wasn't making claims. It's recommendations of many other people, including doctors. Many doctors think it is extremely successful. The hydroxychloroquine, coupled with the zinc and perhaps the zithromycin, but many doctors think it's extremely good, and some people don't. Some people, I think it's become very political. I happen to believe in it. I would take it. As you know, I took it for a 14-day period, and I'm here, right? I'm here. I happen to think it works in the early stages. I think frontline medical people believe that too, many. And so we'll take a look at it. But the one thing we know, it's been out for a long time, that particular formula, and that's essentially what it is, the pill. And it's been for malaria, lupus, and other things. It's safe. It doesn't cause problems. I had no problem. I had absolutely no problem. Felt no different. Didn't feel good, bad, or indifferent. And I tested, as you know. It didn't get me, and it's not going to hopefully hurt anybody. So we know from that standpoint, because it's been so many years, from a safety standpoint, it's safe. I happen to think, based on what I've read a lot about hydroxy. I happen to think that it has an impact, especially at the early years. There were some very good tests at Ford, and the doctor from Yale came up with a very, very strong testament to it. There was a group of doctors yesterday, a large group, that were put on the internet, and for some reason the internet wanted to take them down and took them off. I guess Twitter took them off, and I think Facebook took them off. I don't know why. I think they're very respected doctors. There was a woman who was spectacular in her statements about it, that she's had tremendous success with it. And they took her voice off. I don't know why they took her off, but they took her off. Maybe they had a good reason, maybe they didn't, I don't know. I can only say that from my standpoint, and based on a lot of reading and a lot of knowledge about it, I think it could have a very positive impact in the early stages. And I don't think you lose anything by doing it, other than politically, it doesn't seem to be too popular. You know why? Because I recommend it. When I recommend something, they like to say, don't use it. John, please.
On that note, Mr. President, last night in tweets that were deleted by Twitter, you said that Dr. Fauci misled the country about hydroxychloroquine. How so?
No, not at all. I don't even know what his stance is on it. I was just, he was at the task force meeting a little while ago. I have a very good relationship with Dr. Fauci. It's sort of interesting. We've listened to Dr. Fauci. I haven't always agreed with him, and that's, I think, pretty standard. That's okay. He did not want us to ban put up the ban to China when China was heavily infected very badly, Wuhan. He didn't want to do that, and I did, and other things. And he told me I was right, and he told me I saved tens of thousands of lives, which was generous. But it's, I think it's fact. Then I did the ban on Europe. But I get along with him very well, and I agree with a lot of what he said. So, it's interesting. He's got a very good approval rating, and I like that. It's good. Because remember, he's working for this administration. He's working with us, John. We could have gotten other people. We could have gotten somebody else. It didn't have to be Dr. Fauci. He's working with our administration. And for the most part, we've done pretty much what he and others, Dr. Birx and others who are terrific, recommended. And he's got this high approval rating. So why don't I have a high approval rating with respect, and the administration, with respect to the virus? We should have a very high, because what we've done in terms of, we're just reading off about the masks and the gowns and the ventilators and numbers that nobody's seen, and the testing at 55 million tests. We tested more than anybody in the world. I have a graph that I'd love to show you. Perhaps you've seen it, where we're up here and the rest of the world is down at a level that's just a tiny fraction of what we've done in terms of testing. So it sort of is curious. A man works for us, with us very closely, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx, also highly thought of. And yet they're highly thought of, but nobody likes me. It can only be my personality, that's all. Go ahead.
Could I just ask you also, DHS announced today that it is going to undertake a thorough review of the DACA program to decide whether to continue it, and if not, how to disband it. You had mentioned after the Supreme Court ruling about DACA that you were thinking about a path to citizenship for DACA recipients. Are you still thinking
We're going to work with a lot of people on DACA, and we're also working on an immigration bill, a merit-based system, which is what I've wanted for a long time. That decision was an interesting decision because it gave the president, as a president, more power than many people thought the president had. So the president is now, which happens to be me, in a position where I can do an immigration bill and a health care bill and some other bills, and you've seen some of them come along. We're going to do tremendous, we just signed it 3 days ago, we're doing tremendous prescription drug price reductions, tremendous. It could be over 50%, whether it's favored nations clauses or anything else. I mean, it's tremendous numbers we're talking about. You know, you go to some countries and they'll sell like a pill for 10 cents, and in the United States it costs $2. And it's the same basic factory, it's the same everything. The United States bears the cost of all of these low prices that you see all over the world, where people go to Canada to buy a prescription drug from the United States. Not going to happen with me. It's not going to happen with me. So, John, I think one of the exciting things, got very little coverage, and that's okay, but the people understand it. I think we will be reducing prescription drug prices by massive amounts, numbers that have never been done before. Other thing, in 51 years, we got, as you know, last year, drug prices came down. First time in 51 years that they came down. Now, with what I signed last week, I think that drug prices can come down by numbers like 50% and even greater in certain instances.
But if I could come back to where I originally started, are you still considering a path to citizenship for current DACA recipients?
We are going to make DACA happy and the DACA people and representatives happy, and we're also going to end up with a fantastic merit-based immigration system. Please.
Yeah, on the drug pricing, you had said that pharmaceutical representatives would be here today for a meeting to talk about bringing drug prices down or to negotiate. That meeting was canceled. Why?
I didn't know a meeting was canceled. Oh, a meeting with the drug...
You said there would be a meeting today with drug companies.
Well, I said there would be a meeting sometime this week. Yeah, they want to meet. I mean, I don't know that it was canceled. They want to meet. I thought the meeting was actually scheduled for tomorrow.
We will see, I guess.
I thought the meeting was scheduled tomorrow. Sorry about the dates, but you know,
Yeah,
I see how upset you are by it.
On the
Go ahead,
FBI
please, Bloomberg.
headquarters, sir, on the FBI
Bloomberg, Mr.
headquarters.
Bloomberg. You look like Mr. Bloomberg. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I
Would
think
you
you look
support
much
a
better,
temporary extension of supplemental unemployment aid if the deal that they're hashing out in Congress isn't completed by the end of this week?
We'll do something. We're going to take care of the people. Yeah, it's a good question. We're going to take care of the people.
The woman that you said was a great doctor in that video that you retweeted last night said that masks don't work and there is a cure for COVID-19, both of which health experts say is not true. She's also made videos saying that doctors make medicine using DNA from aliens and that they're trying to create a vaccine to make you immune from becoming religious.
Well, maybe it's the same, maybe it's not, but I can tell you this. She was on air along with many other doctors. They were big fans of hydroxychloroquine, and I thought she was very impressive in the sense that from where she came, I don't know which country she comes from, but she said that she's had tremendous success with hundreds of different patients, and I thought her voice was an important voice, but I know nothing about her.
Masks don't work.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Last week you said
Go ahead.
masks. Last week, well, real quick. Last
Okay,
week you said
thank you
masks,
very much,
Mr.
everybody.
President.
Thank you.
On the COVID relief bill,
You said masks do work, Mr.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us here at Golden State Times. We hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Also, if you want to get notified for future live streams, all you have to do is text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888, and we will send you a notification 100% of the time compared to YouTube's 10% of the time that they send out notifications for future live streams. Also, if you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe and click that notification bell. Once again, if you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe and click that bell. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, click the bell, also click the thumbs up button, and follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times and on Parler at Golden State Times. All right, folks, so that was for the video upload. In case you guys missed it, we're uploading it onto the channel right now. As you guys saw, President Trump was not putting up with anything today. President Trump, he came out and he said, you know what, you have no more questions, I'm out of here. And that's the way he should do it, to be honest with you, because these people are so highly disrespectful that sometimes you just have to walk away. because they're just way beyond, and they are just like children. I don't know. It's so crazy to see this kind of stuff. But President Trump did a very good job making sure that once it got too crazy, he just walked away. And I think that's the way it should be done. But let me know in the chat, what do you guys think about that? If you guys missed the president's Q&A with reporters, we're uploading it onto the channel right now. We're uploading it onto the channel. So I'll be back on the microphone to let you guys know when it has been uploaded, and also to put the link in the chat in case you did not get notified by YouTube. All right, folks, so the video has been uploaded onto the channel. I'm going to put the link to it in the chat. So make sure you guys head over to the video and give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. It helps out the channel immensely. So if you guys can head over to the video that I am putting in the chat and giving it a thumbs up and sharing it on social media. Here we go. So I am putting the link to it in the chat. If you guys got notified for the new video, let me know in the chat. I want to see if anybody got notified for that new video upload. The Q&A with reporters, President Trump and reporters Q&A. Today it lasted pretty much on average what it lasts between 10 and 15 minutes of Q&A with President Trump. There could have been more if it wasn't for that fake news reporter just wanting to be a little bit extra. And President Trump just wasn't having it today. He just walked away, which I think is the best course of action for him to do. But if you got notified by YouTube, let me know in the chat. Also, I'm putting the link to it in the chat. So in case you did not get notified, click the link in the chat, head over to the video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. I would like to give a big thank you to Alex Miller. Thank you so much, Alex, for helping us live stream here on YouTube. And also for believing in Golden State Times and supporting the free press. Once again, did you guys get notified for the upload? Deacon says she got notified. Thank you so much for your help. Also, Sayuri Blue 90 and Olaf and Co said they got notified. Thanks so much for the feedback. All right, folks. So once again, we are going to be shutting this live stream down. If you missed the president's Q&A with reporters, I'm putting the link to it in the chat right now. So make sure you click on it. And it's uploaded onto the channel, so stay tuned for that. I mean, it's already uploaded right now in case you want to go and check it out. Thank you so much for, once again, choosing Golden State Times as your news source. And if you missed President Trump's Q&A, I'm putting the link to it in the chat right now. That way you can head over to the video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. We hope to see you guys here next time. If you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe, click that bell, and click the link that I am putting in the chat. I also want to give a big thank you here to Alex Miller. Thank you so much for your help and your support through emoji super chat that says you are amazing. Well, thank you so much for your kind words, Alex Miller. All right, folks. So once again, we're shutting this live stream down, but you can continue your conversations on the link. Just click on it and then it'll take you to the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and you share it on social media. We hope to see you guys here next time. But until then, my name is Gent, G-E-N-T, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much to the moderators for keeping the chat clean and enjoyable for everyone.